Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. I assume that you've read the title by now, so let's just get straight into it. Enjoy the video, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace. F is an item in the game that could be obtained by having the Orange Justice emote when it was on sale. It's since been removed for copyright reasons. So far, every canon single letter acronym has been taken except for EToH, although outside of the main content there's Tower of Quantification and Tower of Quadrilaterals in Pit of Misery. At one point in development, Tower of Deep Darkness had a typo in its portal, being called Tower of Depth Darkness. Twice. Before the removal of the star system, 4 towers had a perfect 30 out of 30 score and had a gold star. These are Unnerfed TOAAA, TOOO, TORNI, and Tower of Overthinking Life Choices for some reason. Up until 25th of February 2022, the whole tower of TOBABT was rotated 0.23 degrees, causing major flat side issues. Kill bricks actually have different particles emit from them depending on the amount of damage they do. Regular ones look like this, double damage looks like this, ouch bricks look like this, and insta-kills look like this. If you're wondering why Tower of Teehee Time has a D and E side but not a B and C, it's because the B and C sides were featured in Tower of Demonic Inspiration, a monthly tower and a prequel to Teehee Time. Teehee Time just continued straight with it. The Tower of Oblivion in Ring 4 currently has the longest development time of any tower, 4 years. It also used to be in Zone 1 under a different name, Tower of Outrageous. Tower of True Skill's random purple stud on floor 6 is actually just a stud who forgot to colour. Likewise, Tower of True Skill was intended to just be random colours before Theodoric changed it to a gradient. Staying on TOTS, Theo took inspiration from Tower of Confusion, but hated the client object so he made a purist version himself. There's a current Geometry Dash level based off of Citadel of Sight Recognition, made by iAlert. It even got a feature at popular Geometry Dash content creator Nexus's channel. When referring to TOMD or TOG, you could be referencing these 3 towers at once. Mini towers are a well-known part of the game, but when NEAT was made, its only purpose was to see how long people would take to find it in the game. When Zone 5 released on September 19th of 2021, it released with no clip in your inventory. The game was quickly shut down after that. September 2018 was the first time community towers were added into the game, with these 4 iconic towers all being added in one huge mega update. Tower of Hefty Magnitude, Tower of Cruel Punishment, and Citadel of True Exasperation are all part of a trilogy. In Tower of Ultimately Terrifying in the office section, there is a sign that says Chairman Printur Noi, and if you translate the phrase in Romanian, it means Among Us. Tower of Main Tasks in Ring 8 was peak intense before it released. Peak intense! Pit of Misery was originally an April Fool's joke in 2022, but then turned into an actual sub-realm. And in the 2024 April Fool's event, Pit of Misery was renamed to Pit of Bananas. During the whole 28.5 drama, all of these towers were on the verge of being removed. Luckily, they never were. Everybody knows Tower of Tornado Vehemence look nowadays, but did you know it was only made to be a tornado theme last second, and it used to look like this? Tower of Generation Failure was the hardest tower to not use any insta-kills until most of the softlocks were changed to insta-kills on April 2nd, 2023. Arcane Area was the first ever permanent sub-realm in the game, being added in May 2020. 2 RNI's floors each actually have a specific gimmick, either a structural or a visual gimmick. Floor 1 has a fractal look, Floor 5 has the giant cylinders, Floor 6 has that TOI double floor thing, Floor 7 opens up, Floor 8 with the kill bricks and windows, and as a bonus, Floor 9 used to be a darkness floor however was scrapped, so the orb is there to fill it with light. The Scream voice clip played at the end of Citadel of Constant Heartstopping is from Twitch streamer Overworld YT. Tower of True Skill's secret ending is required for getting Badger Chomik in Find the Chomics, as the game is owned by Theodoric, the creator of Tower of True Skill. Tower of Nothing New is exactly 18,964 parts. There are 2 soul-crushing towers that not contain a single truss, Tower of Strategic Mechanics and Tower of Impossible Movement. Coincidentally, both are Ring 6 soul-crushings. Zones 1 and 2 on the ring select aren't even on the water, but instead are floating right above it. Tower of Nervous Sweating is a Ring 9 Terrifying, but did you know it had an older version that was intense? In Tower of the Umbrella that uses individual place, there's a room where you can practice the first jump of Toffee, which is an insta-kill. Citadel of Twist and Witness has 36 music zones plus 3 with the secret ending, the most of any tower type in the whole game. It was also going to have a secret ending, where you had to beat both Tower of Icy Blizzards and Citadel of Tricks and Treats just to beat it. It wasn't until May 2020 that mobile and Xbox shift lock were added. Ring 6 was shut down on release because it was super buggy. it released a couple of weeks later. There have actually been 2 canon soul-crushing citadels in the game before, Citadel of Quadrilaterals and Citadel of Peril. However, both have since returned to their original difficulties of Remorseless. The last floor of Citadel of True Exasperation had a sign telling you to post a picture in the EToH Discord. Cowls also has this sign on floor 21 telling you to ping Urchin in off topic with a picture. An official Twitter account for the game was made on November 20th, 2020. Tower of Inferno Galore could have been one of, if not the first catastrophic in the game, being confirmed to Ring 9, 8, and almost 7 before being completely forgotten. The Tower of Shunning Excursions was originally going to be the catastrophic for Ring 8 before being replaced by Tower of Generation failure. Citadel of Sight Recognition's existence was teased with a mock interview between former developer Lightsynth and the creator Itspred. It's possible for the developers or admins to turn themselves into pressure entities, specifically the node monsters. This was shown off in King Samalot's livestream. Froja from Pressure was not only used in 2 Zone 9 teasers, but he's also in the Zone 9 Wind Room. Tower of Ground Level Ascension in Zone 2 has the same frame space as 45 entire floors, technically making it an obelisk. Up until the 15th of September 2021, there was a portal to one of Duke's other games, Perpetual Adventures, formerly found in Ring 1. We all know Ring 1 today, but did you know until 2019 there was a donation box in the server? Before Tower of Screen Punching Secret Ending, there were 3 separate floors added as attempts to make TOSP have 10 floors, 2 of which being on top of the 9th floor, and 1 being between floors 5 and 6. The filler floor version is currently privated. The Tower of False Elysium was a Zone 4 tower right up until January 4th, 2021. It was removed due to suspicious rumours surrounding the creator. The rumours have yet to be confirmed. The Tower of Big Blocky Beefy Buttons' original name was Tower of Big Beefy Buttons, most likely changed due to Big Block Berserk already existing. Tower of Mechanically Induced Mayhem was originally submitted for Ring 8, but since the tower submissions were closed, it was resubmitted for Zone 4 instead. Kiddie Cannon originally thought Tower of Impossible Expectations was impossible and would never be beaten before Itnice, or Itnir as he's known today, managed to speedrun the tower with Audio Visualizer in about 500 seconds. There are currently 4 towers in the game without 10 floors, Tower of Screen Punching, Tower of Oblivion, and Tower of April Fool's Oblivion with 9 floors, and Tower of Challenging Obstacle Anarchy with 11 floors. This is an image of the first ever difficulty chart to have the soul-crushing difficulties on them. Before the soul-crushing difficulties were even added, there was only 1 difficulty above Remorseless with the same colour as Terrifying today, named Godspeed. Godspeed was split up into 3 difficulties because when Tower of Inception was to be added, it was far harder than Tower of Difficulty Chart and Tower of Confusion, the only 2 Godspeed towers at the time. And that's it. Thank you very much for watching the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. And thank you to all of these epic people for helping me find facts for this video. Yeah, your help is very much appreciated, and thank you very much. Yeah, that's about it from me. Go vote for me in the EToH Tournament Season 3, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.